Okay, here we go with our last example. It says a radioactive substance has a mass of 200 grams. Every 18 hours, the mass of the original sample decays to 1/2 of the original amount. Note, this means the substance has a half-life of 18 hours. So when we speak of half-lives, it means the amount of time it takes for that substance to decay or reduce to half of its original amount. So in this particular case, it takes 18 hours to do that, to reduce down to half. So we are asked to find the mass of the substance after 72 hours and after 5 days. So we'll go through these separately. Now, parts of our formula are going to be the same in both cases. So the initial amount is 200. And the decay rate is 0.5, because when we're talking about half-lives, it means that we reduce our original amount by 50%. So that's why our R value is going to be 0.5 in both questions. Now, the exponent obviously will change. So in the first part, 72 hours, remember we said this substance decays to 1/2 of its original amount every 18 hours. So if we do that for 72 hours, then that means it's reducing in half 4 times. So in our formula, we'll have 200 times 1 minus 0.5 to the exponent 4. 1 minus 0.5 is just 0.5. So 200 times 0.5 to the exponent 4 is 12.5. So therefore, the mass is 12.5 grams after 72 hours. Now, part 2 of the question says find the mass of the substance after 5 days. Now, 5 days then, if we convert that to hours first, and then we'll have to divide it by the number of hours and 1 half-life after. So in the numerator here, we are figuring out the number of hours in 5 days. Okay, and then dividing by 18. So our exponent in part B works out to 6.67. So now we put that into our formula. So 200, it'll be 0.5 now to the exponent 6.67. So after 5 days, the mass is about 1.96 grams. Okay, next part of the question says, how long will it take for this substance to decay to 50 grams? So we'll go back to our original formula, which should be y equals 200 times 0.5 to the exponent x. And we want to know how long it will take, so we're solving for x, for the substance to decay to 50 grams. So we'll replace y with 50. Divide by 200 on both sides. And in this case, the trial and error is fairly easy because we know that 0.5 to the exponent 2 is 0.25. Now, remember that x is the number of half-lives. So 2 half-lives, if every half-life is 18 hours, would be 36 hours. I don't know why the pen suddenly sometimes decides not to work. Therefore, it will take 36 hours to decay to 50 grams. And that concludes this lesson.